You always want the right advice and the right people in your corner when it comes to legal advice, which is why I'm joined by Brent and Christian of Stewart Law Offices. Christian, look, I love dogs. We all love dogs, but what happens if one of them bites you?
Well, if a dog bites you, it's very important to first find out who owns the dog. Because if you don't find out who owns the dog, it's difficult to find out who is responsible for the accident occurring. A lot of people think dog bites, they think they're walking down the street and a dog on a leash lunges at them. That's a lot of times not the case. A lot of times people keep their dogs outside, especially in North Carolina where it's 65, 70 degrees for 3/4 of the year. They keep them outside and they're not 100% sure that the fence is secured or that their electric collar is working properly. And so the first thing to do is find out who owns the dog, because if you can find out who owns the dog, then you can find out where the dog came from regarding the property that it was on. And that's a lot of times how you find the insurance company that would apply for the case.
One of the biggest problems with dog bites after you locate the person is whether or not there's any insurance.
Right.
You don't need any kind of license to own a dog. You don't need to have any special insurance to own a dog. So many people that own pets are living in an apartment. They don't have rental insurance. They have nothing. So you get bit by a dog, you can be bit pretty badly. But if there's no insurance, then there's actually no way to get a recovery.
And calling animal control is important too, just from a safety aspect, because most of the time you don't know the dog. A lot of the times it's not your next door neighbor's dog that you see on a day-to-day basis. And so it's important to call animal control. They'll do a complete summary of the incident. They'll get the dog's information, and that can be helpful as well.
If you're a pet owner, be responsible. Don't let your dog run up to children. You know nothing's gonna happen, but if they just accidentally knock the kid down or just the kid reacts fast and the dog snaps, you don't want your dog, who you know is totally friendly, to be involved in that kind of situation, a lawsuit or animal control. So as an owner, I'd say take precautions, check the locks on your gates. If you're gonna leave your dog out, make sure that they're contained and safe.
And also on that note as well, I'm a dog owner, but my dog might not be as friendly as Brent's. I have a German Shepherd. But a lot of times you see folks walking their dogs without a leash. It's really important to walk your dog with a leash, because just because you know that your dog is safe and won't do anything wrong, they may go up to another dog that's not so friendly, such as mine, and cause an altercation. And the only way to break up that altercation is inserting yourself, and you're inserting yourself into a position where you could get hurt.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Christian. The right advice and the right team in your corner. That's exactly what Stewart Law Offices does for the community.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Stewart Law Offices.